The best way to make money teaching people how to make money is to not actually make money the way you teach. That sounds backwards, but it's the business model that built a 19-year-old kid from London into a $50 million empire. His name is Iman Gadzhi. He's the face of social media marketing agencies. The guy who tells teenagers they can quit school and make six figures running Facebook ads. And here's the thing, Iman actually did it. He actually became a millionaire as a teenager, but not the way he teaches. Not the way his students try to replicate. And that gap between how he made it and what he sells is where fortunes are built and dreams are destroyed. Our story begins with genuine struggle. Iman Gadzhi was born in Russia in 1999. His mother was a single parent who moved them to London when Iman was young. They lived in government housing in East London. Not the nice part. Iman has described watching his mother work multiple jobs to keep them afloat. Cleaning houses during the day, working in a restaurant at night, coming home exhausted. This left a mark on young Iman. He decided poverty wasn't his destiny. He would find a way out. Unlike most courses sellers who fabricate hardship, Iman's background appears genuine. His mother's struggle was real. Government housing was real. The desire to escape was real. This authenticity would later become his greatest marketing asset, because when Iman tells you he understands being broke, there's truth in it. That truth creates trust, and trust converts to sales. At age 15, Iman was already on. He started a YouTube channel making videos about fitness, got a few thousand subscribers, made pocket money from ads. Not life-changing, but it taught him content creation and audience building. By 16, he dropped out of high school. This would become part of his legend. The kid who quit school and made millions. Except the reality is more complex. Iman has said he was already making decent money online when he dropped out. The decision wasn't reckless rebellion. It was calculated optimization. At 17 in 2016, Iman discovered social media marketing agencies. The model was simple. Small businesses need Facebook ads and Instagram management but don't know how to do it themselves. Hire someone to do it for them. That someone charges $2,000 to $5,000 per month per client. Get 3 or 4 clients and you're making $10,000 to $20,000 per month. For a 17-year-old, this is life-changing money. For Iman, it was the vehicle out of poverty. Here's where Iman's story diverges from the thousands who try to copy him. Iman was genuinely good at marketing. He understood copywriting. He understood consumer psychology. He could get results for clients. Between 2016 and 2018, he built a legitimate agency doing real client work. Gyms, dentists, local businesses, running their Facebook ads, managing their Instagram, getting them customers. This wasn't fake. Client testimonials from this period are real. Iman was actually doing the work. By early 2018, age 18, Iman claims he was making around $15,000 to $20,000 per month from agency work. This is believable given client fees and typical agency margins. At this point, Iman Gadzhi was a successful young entrepreneur. Good income, real business, on track to build a solid agency career. But solid wasn't enough. Iman saw something bigger. He saw the education market. Thousands of teenagers and young adults desperate to make money online, desperate to quit their jobs, desperate to escape poverty like he had. They would pay to learn what he knew. And teaching scales infinitely. With client work, you trade time for money, limited by hours in the day. With courses, you record once and sell forever. The margins are insane. Create a course for $20,000 cost. Sell it for $2,000. Sell 1,000 copies. That's $2 million revenue minus $20,000 cost. Over 90% profit margin. In late 2018, Iman launched agency Navigator. The price was $1,997. The pitch was simple. Everything Iman learned, building his agency, how to find clients, how to run ads, how to deliver results, how to scale to $10,000 per month. The marketing was brilliant. Iman positioned himself as the young guy who actually did it. Not some old guru teaching outdated methods. He was 19, still living it. He showed his lifestyle, his apartment, his freedom. The dream was tangible. Agency Navigator exploded. Within months, Iman had hundreds of students. At $2,000 per student, the math is simple. 500 students equals $1 million. By mid-2019, age 19, Iman had hit his first million. Not from running an agency, from teaching others to run agencies. This is when the transition fully happened. Iman, the agency owner, became Iman the educator. the business shifted. Client work became secondary, then stopped entirely. Why charge clients $3,000 per month when you can charge students $2,000 once and scale infinitely? By 2020, Iman was fully in the education business. He raised the price of agency Navigator to $2,497. He created other courses. Agency Incubator for cheaper, six-figure SMMA for beginners, upsells to mastermind programs for $10,000 to $25,000. The funnel was perfected. Free YouTube videos attract millions of views. Videos promise financial freedom. Links in description to courses by course. Get upsold to higher tier. Some students pay $50,000 total across multiple programs. The numbers became staggering. By Iman's own claims, he had over 15,000 students by 2022. Even if we assume an average of $2,000 per student, that's $30 million in course sales. His YouTube channel grew to over 4 million subscribers. Each video was a commercial for his courses, guest appearances on podcasts, collaborations with other course sellers. The reach was global. Iman became the face of SMMA, the poster child for quitting school and making money online. But here's what the marketing doesn't show. Student results. How many of those 15,000 students actually built successful agencies? The data is not public, but we can make educated guesses based on available information. Reviews on platforms like Trustpilot are mixed. Some students praise the course, say it's comprehensive and helpful. Others say they made no money. That getting clients is far harder than Iman makes it seem. That the market is saturated with thousands of other Iman students, all competing for the same small business clients. Independent analysts suggest the success rate for SMMA students is around 5%, meaning 95% either make no money or make less than they spend on the course. This is consistent with most online education. Most students don't finish the course. Of those who finish, most don't implement. Of those who implement, most quit after initial failure. The 5% who succeed were likely the type of people who would have succeeded anyway. Driven, resourceful, resilient. But 5% of 15,000 is 750 students, 750 people who genuinely benefited and possibly built real agencies. That's not nothing. 750 lives potentially changed, but it also means 14,250 people who paid $2,000 or more and got nothing. That's $28 million in failed dreams. The math is uncomfortable, but important. Iman would argue that failure is the student's fault, not his. That he provides the tools but can't force implementation. That entrepreneurship is hard, and most people quit. All of this is partially true, but it avoids the fundamental dishonesty at the core of the model. Iman made his millions selling courses, not running agencies. The product he sells is not the product that made him wealthy. A student following his course perfectly will learn how to run an agency. But Iman's wealth came from teaching, not doing. The method he teaches is not the method he used to get rich. This creates a paradox. If running agencies is so profitable, why did Iman stop doing it? The answer is obvious. Teaching is more profitable, but admitting that destroys the pitch. So the narrative stays the same. Iman is the agency guy who built his wealth through client work and now generously shares his knowledge. The reality is, Iman is an educator who once ran an agency and realized education pays better. These are not the same story. By 2024, Iman Gadzhi is worth an estimated $40 to $50 million. Multiple course businesses, investments in other companies, real estate, crypto. The YouTube channel is a media empire. He's expanded beyond SMMA into personal branding and general entrepreneurship content. He's become a celebrity in the online business world. Respected by some, criticized by others, undeniably successful. But the students most already gone, tried for a few months, failed to get clients, or couldn't deliver results, quit, and moved on, blamed themselves for not being cut out for entrepreneurship. Some are bitter, feel scammed, write angry reviews. Most just chalk it up to experience and forget about it. A small percentage, around 5%, actually built something, made money, maybe even built six-figure agencies. These are the testimonials Iman shows. The proof that it works, but they're not representative. They're the survivorship bias, made visible. Here's the uncomfortable truth about the online education industry. The people who make the most money are those who teach others how to make money. Not the students, not the people implementing the strategies. The teachers, because teaching scales and implementation doesn't Tai Lopez didn't get rich from reading books in his garage. He got rich selling courses about reading books. Dan Lok didn't get rich from high-ticket sales. He got rich selling courses about high-ticket sales. And Iman Gadzhi didn't get rich from running a social media marketing agency. He got rich teaching others to run social media marketing agencies. This doesn't make Iman a scammer. His courses contain real information. His early agency work was legitimate. Some students genuinely benefit, but it does make the marketing misleading. When a 19-year-old shows you his lifestyle and says you can have it too by following his method, the implication is that his lifestyle came from that method. But it didn't. His lifestyle came from selling that method to thousands of people who paid $2,000, hoping to replicate success that came from a completely different business model. The lesson isn't that SMMA doesn't work. Some agencies are very successful. The lesson is that selling education about a business model is more profitable than the business model itself. And if you want to replicate someone's success, you need to understand what actually made them successful, not what they say made them successful. Iman's success came from audience building, content creation, funnel optimization, and scaling education. Those are the skills that built his fortune, not Facebook ads for dentists. But a course teaching you how to build an audience and sell courses wouldn't sell as well. What they actually learned was a different business model than the one that created the teacher's wealth. Some figured this out and pivoted. Most didn't and failed. That gap is the business model. And it's more common than most people realize. If you made it this far, let me know what you think in the comments.